Who better than to tell us about what this win means for Indian cricket than Sunil Gavaskar, who is a legend of the game. He was at the Oval. Mr. Gavaskar, this is an iconic moment. You are in a way connected between 1971 Oval when India defeated England for the first time, now defeating them again all these years later to level a series 2-2. Special moment in a way for Indian cricket and this young Indian side.
Very, very special and very, very satisfying as well with the way the team has fought back from the situation that they found themselves at the end of the Lord's Test. When you lose by just 22 runs, it can be pretty demoralizing. But the way the Indian team recovered in the next game at Manchester, played well, and then towards the end, also when it looked like they could be in trouble, the way the batters batted and saved the game, and then to come and win the game over here, just tells you, the dedication and determination of this team.
Let's talk, Mr. Gavaskar, for a moment about standout performances. Mohammad Siraj today maybe reminded some of us old-timers of B.S. Chandrasekhar from that famous day in 1971 when he bowled out England. Today, Siraj with Prasidh Krishna was just as magnificent.
Yes, I think both of them utilized the conditions absolutely brilliantly. Yesterday, towards the latter part of the day, it started to get a little bit cooler, it started to get a little bit overcast, and therefore there was a lot more swing. Earlier on, there wasn't that much swing. The sun was out, so the bowlers, if you bowl about a 5 or 6 over spell, got a little bit tired as well. There was no turn in the surface, so the spinners were barely used. And so today, this morning again, it was very, very good in terms of fast bowling because it was overcast. So the decision was whether to take the second new ball, which was due in about three overs or so. And what the Shubman Gill has done, he marshaled his resources absolutely brilliantly. The field placing this morning was absolutely top class. Looking for the top edges, looking for the proper cut shots, looking for the slog shots. It was all absolutely fantastic. And that's where the bowling also stands out. Because if the bowlers get a good feel, then they can also bowl with a lot more confidence. And Siraj and Prasidh Krishna bowled their hearts out. Not to forget the contribution of Akashdeep with the bat as well. He probably wasn't amongst the wickets this time around, but as a night watchman when he came into bat at the end of day 3, and the runs that he scored, 66. So all in all, everybody put their hand up at the right time for the team to win this game.
As you can see, Mr. Gavaskar, I'm smiling broadly because this was, as you said rightly, a true team effort. Of course, led by Shubman Gill, who came close to breaking your record for the highest runs in a series, 774 runs. But Shubman also, Mr. Gavaskar, was just fantastic right through this series.
Oh, he was absolutely brilliant. The way he batted, very seldom do you get to see such pure form of batsmanship. In the sense that he hardly played and missed. He hardly got inside edges. There was hardly any time where he looked ugly in trying to defend. Nothing at all. It was just so pure to watch him. And I keep talking about those straight drives and the off drives and the cover drives. The half sort of swat that he does to take care of the bouncer. It was just incredible to watch such pure batting. I think we saw Sachin Tendulkar bat like that for most of his career, pure batting. Then Kohli had 2 series where he, again, absolutely pure batsmanship. I think 2014-15 in Australia, and then again 2018 in England when he came on his second tour to England. Those were actually pure, forms of batting. And Shubman Gill has added to that with what we saw today. Yeah, he missed out on the record by 20 runs, but I don't know whether you saw that. In anticipation of that, I'd taken a little gift for him because, what can I give him? He's got everything, so I'd taken a little gift for him. And while presenting him, I said to him that, look, I wore this white jacket at the Gabba win on the last day of the Gabba test. And I said, I will wear this so that we win. I wore this yesterday, but the match was not finished. I wore it again today, and so the boys made with their bowling and their captaincy, the boys made this jacket a real lucky jacket.
You've got your lucky jacket on. You haven't told us exactly what you gave Shubman Gill, Mr. Gavaskar. I saw you give a cap with your signature, one SG Sunil Gavaskar to another SG Shubman Gill. What's the actual gift that you've given the Indian captain?
Well, there was a shirt as well. The shirt has got also a little SG on the side and in front of the shirt. It's a very small SG, very subtle kind of SG. And the cap is something which I give to. It is available, but I give to very few people, and Shubman deserved it. So I've given him the cap. I didn't want him to wear that because I was so proud to see him wear that India cap when he was talking to me. That cap, is so important. That cap means so much to these players. Was evident from the way Rishabh Pant came out to bat with a fractured toe. That is the kind of determination, that was the kind of spirit and the character that this team had, and that is the reason why they were able to come back from difficult situations in all the matches. They lost 2, but they won 2, and that draw was, you could say, a moral victory for the Indian team.
Mr. Gavaskar, you mentioned the fighting spirit of this Indian team. Mohammad Siraj exemplifying that in a way, along with many others like Ravindra Jadeja, Washington Sundar. In a way, do you think 3-1 to India or 3-2 would possibly have been a fairer result, that we competed and should have actually beaten the English?
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, you've got to look at the results. The results will do all. When you look at the session spy, as they call it, you see that India had won a lot more sessions in this series. You would have had 20 sessions for the first 4 Test matches, and for this Test match, you had 13 sessions. So out of, say, 33 sessions, I think India won probably 21, and there were some shared, etc. So India definitely had the better part of this whole series, but the crucial sessions were won by England, and that is the reason why we find this series 2-all. But look, to go overseas and to draw a series is a huge achievement. It's easy to win at home, but to come out the way that these teams have with a shared series is fantastic.
How do you compare it, Mr. Gavaskar, to Australia 2021? Then we actually won the series, that famous game at Brisbane at the Gabba. You were then also wearing your lucky jacket. Which is the bigger win for this new India team, Gabba 2021 or Oval 2025?
Well, comparisons always, are, odious. Comparisons, different conditions, everything. So very difficult. But when you look at the Gabba win, you know that was almost like a B or a C team of the Indian team, because, you had so many injuries, a lot of players, therefore, were not available. You had a completely new attack. That was, I think, Mohammad Siraj's first couple of Test matches, and he got a fifer over there at the Gabba as well, getting rid of Steve Smith at crucial times. Steve Smith was in very good form. And then, of course, Washington Sundar played in that game. Shubman Gill also was very new at that stage. Pujara took all the blows. He's in the commentary box today, but he took all the blows, stuck around. So, yes, I think you could say that maybe, because of the fact that, it was not a full-strength Indian team then, you could possibly rate it there. But, with the demands and the pressures that have just increased on this Indian team, expectations, and demands of performance, this performance also has to rank very high.
Also because, Mr. Gavaskar, this series came without Rohit Sharma, without Virat Kohli, without Ravichandran Ashwin, all legends of the game retiring. This new generation, do you see this now coming, that we now have the makings of a fine team for the future, led by Shubman, managed by Gautam Gambhir? Are we seeing a post-Virat Rohit generation emerge?
Yes, I think the way some of the newer guys have come on, Yashasvi Jaiswal, for example, last couple of years he's been scoring hundreds quite regularly. Sai Sudarshan has shown a great deal of promise as far as the bowling is concerned as well. Akashdeep also is not a regular player, but in this series he showed that he can handle the new ball and bowl it well. So all in all, I think this team certainly has shown it has got the potential to win not just in India, but all over the world.
One final question, Mr. Gavaskar. As I started out by saying you're the one link between that famous win, the first win in 1971, 54 years ago, and now. I must ask you, what keeps you going? What makes you still so excited about Indian cricket?
Quite simply, Indian cricket has made me. And I'm what I am because of Indian cricket. I'll never forget that. So if I can get involved with Indian cricket in the commentary box, I just love Indian cricket. And therefore, for me to be present on these occasions at Gabba over here is just a blessing from above. That's all I can say. Like I said, because of Indian cricket is what I've got all these opportunities, and here I am.
Mr. Sunil Gavaskar for joining me there. As I said, people will remember 71, then 1979, when on this very grounded oval, you scored a double century. Today, this heroic miracle win in some ways. As always, great talking to you. Keep that jacket on because we're going to win many more matches, hopefully with this new generation of players. Thank you so much for joining me, the one and only Sunil Gavaskar. Good to listen to Siraj's brother and to Mr. Gavaskar on the show. Okay,